Grand Chief Phillip, thanks so much for joining us. It was stunning testimony from Jody Wilson-Raybould yesterday. What sticks out for you?
Well, I think it was many things. Needless to say, the entire nation watched that proceeding, particularly the Indigenous community from sea to sea to sea. And we were inspired by the dignity and the way Jody Wilson-Raybould carried herself through that very intense interview experience. We were very, very proud of her and her ability to recite the facts in great detail and to stand up to the power structure in Ottawa. We thought it was very fitting on Pink Shirt Day that Jody Wilson-Raybould took down some of the slickest bullies in Ottawa in regard to the coercion, the harassment, the pressure and the abuse that her and her office experienced over the last 4 months. And she did it so effectively and in such a statesman-like manner. We were all very, very proud of her, and there's a real buzz going on in our communities as a consequence of that historic testimony.
Grand Chief, when Wilson-Raybould was demoted from Justice Minister, you said Indigenous peoples in BC would no longer be voting for the Liberals. Does this testimony just solidify that?
Well, you know, I think that this story is unfolding as we speak. And, you know, if the Prime Minister were to step down, I think we'd be looking at it a new day. You know, we know that the Conservatives are still very adverse and quite often hostile to the aspirations of the Indigenous peoples as it relates to the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, the calls to action through the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, and generally speaking, our forward movement to rebuild our nation. So we'll see where we go with this, you know, this issue with the political interference with the Attorney General's office when Jody Wilson-Raybould held that post. But we're certainly very, very proud of her strong sense of integrity, her principles, and, you know, her ability to speak her truth in such a powerful and eloquent fashion.
We're already seeing a new round of attacks on Wilson-Raybould. An Abbotsford Liberal MP quoted in a story attacking her. Do you think she should continue to sit as a Liberal MP?
It's difficult to say, as I indicated. We'll see where this goes. You know, I think that, you know, the ongoing efforts to smear Jody Wilson-Raybould and the vicious attacks, the backlash are really shameful. They're disgusting, and it just really only serves to, you know, to turn Canadians off, so to speak, in regard to, you know, what are supposed to be the principles and foundations of our Constitution. You know, I think we need to move beyond that, and it's really disgraceful, the continuing attacks on Jody Wilson-Raybould.
Grand Chief Phillip, we'll have to leave it there. Appreciate you taking some time for us.
Thank you.